All right, so for this lesson, you'll need an iPad. You will need to have downloaded the AutoDesk Sketchbook app, which you can see here on my main screen. It is the one with the pencil and the orange background. You will need a picture, of course, a picture of your choice. I know I said self-portrait, but you can either do a pet portrait or any type of portrait that you like. And you also, well, it's optional, a Logitech crayon or an Apple pencil, whichever you have. Or if you don't have either of the two, you could just use your fingers. Of course, with the Logitech crayon or the Apple pencil, you'll get more precise lines, but I understand if you don't have one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first step, of course, is we need to go ahead and get that app open. All right, now once you have that app open, you should come to your workspace, this white, just simple white workspace. This is our workspace. All right, now we want to import our photo into our workspace. And the way we do that is we're gonna go to the top toolbar and we're gonna slide it across until we come to the icon of the picture with what looks to be the mountaintop and the plus sign. We're gonna click on that. All right, now hopefully your photo is somewhere in your photo gallery on your iPad, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and find that right now. So here's my picture. This is what I'm gonna use. All right. Now, once you have your photo imported into your workspace, this part allows you to, as you can see at the bottom, it says tap, drag with one finger to move, or pivot using two fingers. Okay, you can pivot it by using two fingers. So go ahead and get your image how you want to, in your composition. Okay, so go ahead and get that. I'm good with that right there. Boom. And you're going to hit done. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and lock this layer. So the way we do that is we're going to look at the toolbar that's on the right hand side. Okay, this vertical toolbar where we see our picture in that box, that small box with the blue border. We want to lock it. Okay, and the way we do that is we're just going to click on that little lock. Okay, I don't know if you can see that icon moving up and down there, but right now it's up and it's down. All right, we want to lock it. The way we know it's locked is down. Okay, so now it's locked. All right, now if we go up a little bit to that plus sign there, we want to create a new layer. All right, so we're just gonna click that plus sign. We've got our new layer. All right, so next we want to come to the toolbar to the left hand side here, and as you can see, mine is already on the one that we want to use. Now of course you want to kind of have all, at this point your students, they should already know where to find these different tools and things of that nature, and give them an opportunity to explore. This will be a perfect way to chunk your lessons. I know I have created some videos in showing them how to save, how to navigate the workspace, so you don't give them so much information at one time. So you may want to think about like chunking, your lessons, and maybe 1 week showing, just introducing them to the app, and giving a mini lesson like, that they can do on their own. But at this point, we are under the impression they already know what to do, right? So I'm going to choose my fountain pen. For this, the size, of course, the size allows you to control the thickness or thinness of your line. And so I think that'll be great, in teaching them that, showing them that. All right. So I'm going to do about 2.5, I think that's good. Between 2 and 3 is what I suggest. Okay. So boom, that's good for me. All right, now the way you change your color is with this little area here. All right, so it's already preset to black. That's what we want. But in the event you ever wanted to change your color, you just click on that black circle there and you just change your color and see how it changes. So whatever it changes to, that's what it is. But for right now, we want to do black. All right, now we are ready to begin outlining our picture. And what I like to do is I like to always start with the face first. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start to outline my face with this just like so. All right, now I'll go ahead and do my nose here. And, you know, I think this will be perfect, you know, to talk about outlining and, you know, contour lines. And I think this lesson, you know, is really good for, you know, I definitely think it could be used for 3rd, 4th, you know, and 5th graders for sure. Now, actually, I made that line a little too thick. I don't like that. So I'm going to go up to my top toolbar here, and that arrow that is pointing to the left, that just allows me to undo. So I'm going to undo that part because I didn't like that. All right. So I'm going to redo this part again. There we go. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to outline my lips. Oops, don't like that. Go back. All right. Now I'm going to do my eyes here. And then I'm going to outline that little pupil there inside of my eye. All right, I may even do the little lines or bags or whatever here right underneath my eyes and my little cheek lines there. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and outline my hair. Now, I'm not going to outline each individual lock I have here because that would be something that I would save, you know, to add shading to later on, which, you know, I don't think we'll have time to get to those details today. But this is just to kind of show you the basics of how to do digital art and, you know, for you to show your students. So there we go. Be sure to get, we're just kind of outlining here. Be sure to get your shirt and your shoulders if applicable. All right. I think that's everything. Okay. Now, all right, so now we kind of want to see, oh, and real quick before I continue, now notice I did not do my eyelashes or my eyebrows, and I left that intentionally, and you'll understand why later on. All right, now let's see what it looks like. So we're going to go to the right hand side of our toolbar where our layers are. All right, and we're going to click on the eyeball that is on our portrait, on our picture, that layer. We're going to click on that eyeball there because that allows us to either see it or not to see it. And right now I just want to take that away because I want to see what I have so far. All right, so this is what I have so far. And, you know, right now, I think that's pretty good, okay, because we're going to fill in that color now. All right, so what we want to do is we want to click on our line layer, okay, our outline layer, and we want to go ahead and make a copy of that. All right, so the way we do that is we're going to tap on that layer, just one tap, and duplicate. We want to find the app that says duplicate. So we're going to click duplicate. Okay. And let's go ahead and lock that layer that we just duplicated. Okay. Now let's go back down to our original outline layer. And we're going to go ahead and start filling in those colors. Okay. So now the fill tool, if we go back up to our top toolbar at the top here, we're gonna slide until we find that paint can. So I'm gonna click on the paint can. It's highlighted, okay? It's highlighted. Now my tolerance, you know, basically the higher that tolerance level is, the more it's gonna cover. Okay, so I don't want it to do that. So I like to keep my tolerance at about around 100, 110, something of that nature. And I want to go ahead and fill in my hair. So boom, I tap on it. All I did was just tap on it and it fills it in. All right, same for the eyes. I want to tap in and fill in those eyes. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do my skin color. So I'm going to find my skin tone here. I think that's good. And I'll go ahead and fill in my skin. Bam. Now, had we already added the eyelashes and the eyebrows, when we would have filled in our skin, it would have left little white pieces. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can show you really quickly what I mean by that. All right. So, okay, here's one that I was working on previously. Let me show you what I mean. Had we already added the eyelashes and things of that nature, say we want to fill it in. You notice how you have like these little white spaces in between? You know, it just makes it really tricky to fill in those little tiny areas. So that's why I encourage you, you know, to wait and do that part last. All right. So let me go back to the one that I was working on here. Okay, very good. All right, now, so again, just go ahead and fill in those colors. Okay, now notice if you don't have the paint can tool selected, you will know you don't have it selected because it won't be highlighted. So currently I have it selected. All right, you have to be sure if you want to do something else, unselected. So the way you unselect it is just by clicking on it again and it goes away. Or you can just click on another tool on the left hand side. So just throwing that out there. All right. All right, and I may make my shirt blue or something. Oops. Let me select my paint can tool. All right. So far, so good. All right. Now, and also be sure to fill in your eyes. Even though they are showing white, you must fill them in white, because if you don't, they're going to be transparent. All right, so let me show you what I mean by that. All right, so this layer here, okay, I selected this layer underneath my picture. That's my background layer. Say I want to fill it in orange. If I do that, see, now my eyes are orange and I don't want orange eyes. I want that part to be white, okay? So I'm going to go back and select the layer that I was painting on. I'll select white. And I'm going to go ahead now and fill in that white. You gotta fill it in. All right. Bam. Okay. Easy peasy. All right. Now finally, we're gonna go ahead and add ourselves some eyebrows and eyelashes here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to click on that eyeball here on the layer that I am painting on, because I don't want to see that right now. And I also want to reopen my picture, and then I'm going to click on that outline layer that we locked. Okay, I want to work on that one now. Okay, and I'm going to be sure to unlock it so that I can work on it, because if I don't unlock it, I can't do anything. Like I'm scribbling on the screen right now and it's not doing anything. So I want to unlock it, because now I want to go ahead and add my eyelashes and eyebrows. All right, so I'm using my pen tool, and now I want to make that size. I'm gonna bring it down to about a 1. See how that works. All right, so see how the thickness of that line, it's a little bit thinner now, right? It's a little bit thinner. Okay, I like that, because I don't want the lines to be too thick. And I'm just making some little broken lines. Like, this is perfect to just talk about, those different elements of art, elements and principles of design and things of that nature when you're doing that, because it all applies. It all applies here. All right, and I'm adding my little eyelashes. Here we go. Bam. And bam. All right, now let's go ahead and hide our picture layer here. And let's go ahead and bring our colored layer back to life, and bam, we have our self-portrait. Now, again, you can explore these other tools, because like I said, let's see, you may want to add some highlights and shading. That may be another lesson, like a lesson that you can build on with your students. But right now we just kind of wanted to get those basics. Okay, but at a later time, this will be the perfect time, I think, to like I said, just kind of build on that vocabulary and things of that nature. So I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that this is something that you can use or see yourself using in your art class, especially with us, being remote learning for the first 9 weeks, and with the hopes of them possibly, having their technology at home. AutoDesk Sketchbook is a free app. Hopefully you see yourself that this is something that you can use in your classroom. Thank you.